Good morning, everybody. Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 10:08 a.m.
10:08 a.m. I've had a cold shower. I didn't really do yoga, so I'm not going to say I've done yoga because it was really pathetic. Because I woke up feeling really, really groggy, but not in the same way I have in previous days because I like to keep it fresh here. And this had also fallen out. And literally yesterday when I was getting my hair cut, and the man did catch it a bit, and he never catches it. The first time I ever went there, sorry, he always catches it. The first time I ever went there, I went, hey, just so you know, I've got a piercing in this ear. Because every time I don't say it, they hit it, and he goes, oh, I know. And then he hit it literally maybe 2 minutes after. That was back in December. Anyway, but this came out, and this used to come out all the time. This is like the 6th one I've got of this. It's just a little stupid thing from Amazon. Really cheap, but I just love how it looks in my ear. But it fell off, and I had it in for a year, and basically it always used to last maybe a month or two, and then it'd fall out whilst I was walking on the street, and I'd never to be seen again. So I was admiring the fact that like it's lasted this long. So I had to sort that out, and then I was tossing and turning at night, guys, because trigger warning for emetophobia. I was sick. I think it was all my midnight binging, which is no good. I'm aching a bit from the gym today. Why wouldn't I, when each gym session is worth 10, isn't it? 10. Comment below. Whoa, I've never met a man that can do 10 gyms in one gym. Really can't be fucked for the job fair because I'm not gonna get a job. Need to pack a bag. Yeah, so going back to the eating, I can't be eating that late, but I'm really confused what caused it. Like, it was proper bile. It was just burning me no matter where I turned. As in my sleep, it was just keeping me awake. So I had to be sick. So tired. We are back at Bartholomew. I've driven more daily since starting these vlogs than I think I ever have in my life. Pretty soon. You know what? This job centre thing's going to be funny. Because I will be successful. This is just one of the hurdles I currently have to go through. I can't wait to talk about it. I wish I could I don't know if I can video whilst I'm there. But I just think it's going to be so stupid. So I've arrived at the jobs fair. I can't find anywhere to park. Annoying. A little minor, slight, smosh reference there for any of you fans. Okay, I'm just going to see what it's all about here. Oh, it's very bright. Very rich. Okay, I parked over the road. My plan for after the job centre is to go to this cafe nearby, which is really cute. I'll pay for parking if I have to. It would be good if I could have left it here. And then I'm going to go into town, I'm going to order my guitar. Yeah, my appetite's not great. I'm just a bit annoyed and confused that I was sick. I know I was snacking. I've kind of been snacking most nights. So it's really rude. It's made me not feel good, as one would think. Accidentally activated Apple Pay. Yeah, I'm not entirely obsessed with the fit check, but hey ho, I have no idea how this is about to work. I'm just gonna smile and wave. It is a really lovely day though. Fuck. A blooming great day. I finished the job centre. I think it's 1:45. I found a nice parking spot where I can park all day for £4, even though I won't be here all day. But near the coffee shop I'm going to go to. Job centre was pretty good. I think I got the chance to kind of exude a bit of confidence. People said I was confident, chatting to people. The problem is, and it was more interesting than I thought. The problem is, guys, I know what I want. I know I'm about to be successful. Universal Credit is a kind of a game I have to play to get some income in, but I know what I want, and it's just difficult. It is difficult, but it wasn't a bad experience at all. I've also got a job centre meeting tomorrow, but not with my usual work coach. So I'm going to go into the firehouse now because I'm so looking forward to an iced latte. You can't believe it. Also, my car's parked under some shade, which is going to be lovely coming back to a car that isn't boiling hot. Still, I can't believe I'm sick, guys. What is going on? And it wasn't like I made myself sick because it was just too much to bear. But I didn't even need to. Sorry, this is going to be graphic, so skip ahead just 20 seconds. I didn't even need to stick my fingers down my throat. It just came out like, so I guess maybe did I make myself sick? I contracted the muscles, I suppose. So looking forward to this iced coffee, guys. You don't even know. Just started walking away from the car park without actually paying for parking. So let's do that now. It's a bit warm. It's not what we want from our iced coffees, is it? That was better. I didn't read as much as I should have yesterday, so I need to catch up. I just left the coffee shop. I don't know how long I was in there for, actually. When I forgot to check the time now, I think it's almost 10 past 1, quarter past 1. Good session in there. I read 30 pages of my book, which I'm just loving. It's so good, and this is definitely the best one in the trilogy. By far, but it's what's built off the other two books, which were already really good. Jade City and Jade City. I'm reading Jade Legacy now, so I don't know what the red one was. Jade War. I wrote 600 words. That included copying another one of my excellent journal passages in. And I know where I'm going to start writing next time. It'll take me 20 minutes to walk into town. So I'm just going to listen to some music. I've got my water. I do need the toilet. But I don't feel sick, which is good. It's 10 past 5. I haven't vlogged a lot, but this is basically what happened. I left the coffee shop. Walked into town. I was going to try and pick up a journal from Waterstones if they had it in, and then I also was going to pick up Lord of Chaos, which is book 6 in the Wheel of Time, which I put on reserve at the shop because even though I mostly read them on audiobook, I don't want to fall too behind in the collection. So I've read up to book 7, so I just needed to. Well, I've read book 7, so the next one I need to read is book 8. But I'll get that as a token on Audible. So I picked that up, but it's Robbie's birthday today, and I actually was on the call with Robbie yesterday. Oh, also, sorry, I've not mentioned this at all, but at the end of vlog 21, in the middle of the night, I had a nice hour-and-a-half long chat with Nia, a dear friend of mine who I went to drama school with, and we kept in touch lightly since we left drama school, but that was the first time I'd heard her voice, and it was just so emotional. I ended up sending her a voice note or something on Instagram. She sent one back, and I just missed her voice so much. I realised in that moment I'd missed hearing her talk, that I just phoned her, even at 11:30, and then we were talking till 1 o'clock. So I just wanted to say that was a nice chat. I met up with Robbie, who I called yesterday. It was his birthday, so he used his discount for the book for me. They didn't have my journal in. Before that, I went to Forsyth to see about the guitar. The man I needed to see was on his break. So she told me to come back in an hour, which I did with Robbie. And basically I'd misunderstood. So even though they told me that, it was out of stock, but I can order it in, that ordering it in was just kind of reserving the guitar that would have come in on stock anyway. So it wouldn't get there any quicker, and they was saying around July 20th. And I just want it now. So that was really a bit annoying. maybe my fault for not understanding, but I don't think they'd explain that. So I extended my parking. I ended up sitting with Robbie because he had like put in the group chat drinks. I don't think he actually told me he was having drinks. I think he put it in the work group chat and I didn't know, but I just sat with him for a while. We had a drink, chatted about, he's going to do like an epilogue kind of D&D campaign after mine. And he's really, really great to talk to. Lots of great ideas, really nice. So he's like my little Padawan in the DM realm, but we had a nice time. It's our place at Crazy Pedro's in Manchester, if you know it, you know it. I asked if we wanted to do some silent reading about an hour or 2 hours into our hangout. He said yes, so we read for about 35 minutes, 40 minutes. Jade Legacy is so good. He's starting Throne of Glass again because he's not got past Heir of Fire, but he has read Assassin's Blade, but he just needs to read them all. I read them all 2020, I think. I got the box set. I'm looking forward to getting home now because staying out with Robbie was not what I was expecting to do. But it was still I'm not regretful of the time. It was lovely to spend time in the sun. I need the toilet though. I'm just back at my car doing a wee. Sorry if you can hear it. But hey, I just thought, what if prospective employers saw me peeing outside? And I just thought, that's exactly what I want to happen. I want them to see me and hear me pee outside and be deterred. Mission accomplished. Back home. The drive home wasn't too bad. There was a bit of traffic, but I was expecting that. And actually, my friend Hannah told me this, and it kind of shifted my perspective. I hope I'm still recording because it came with low battery, so I'm going to tell you this little anecdote whilst I get out the charger. Was it Ringo Starr? One of the Beatles has said, oh, I also got this from the shop, by the way. If you know, you know. You know what? This will be the view. I don't care. If you're in a rush or something and you get stopped by a red light, just really sit with that red light. Relax. There is nothing you can control in that moment. You're in your car. You can't move. The red light's here to give you a full, proper moment of pause. And this isn't. She says it much more eloquently, but I love that. But I enjoy. I don't really ever feel like I'm annoyed when there's traffic these days. But I've just seen it 6 o'clock, so I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes. That was stupid. Meditate for 10 minutes. I don't know if you can see, but near the end there, it felt like feels like now I can get to a place where I'm in a pretty decent state of breathing and just monitoring my thoughts pretty quickly. But then I got a little bit restless towards the last 3 minutes there because playing in my mind, I thought I double booked a show to review. Like I thought I'd booked 2 shows in one night, and that was keep going in my night. And I almost stopped meditating. I don't know if you could see it there in the speed thing. Also, my hair looks pretty good, I have to say. Man did slay. It was worth the wait. What was I saying? Yeah, but I haven't. So I resisted the impulse to check my diary for as long as I could, but it turns out I haven't double booked myself, which is good. And then I just started watching the Rent videos. So the full cast of the Rent and West End went live today. And I'd say the biggest shift, first foot forward in the right direction, outside of these vlogs, was when Rent came out. When they announced Rent was coming to the West End. I'm going to be in that musical. I know I love it so much, and I really thought that I was going to be in it this time. I thought I was going to be playing Mark. Earlier in the year, in January, I emailed a casting director just off the cuff about Avenue Q, but it had already been cast as an unrepresented actor. And I think the Art Said name gets me quite a long way, I think, even though I did acting. But really lovely about it, James Pearson. But I forgot he said this actually. It's only when I went back during Rent. But he said, you know, any tapes of you singing, send it to us so we can have it on file, so we can consider you for future events. I don't know why I didn't do that. I really don't know why. I just couldn't tell you why. Rent gets announced. I submit myself on Spotlight. Don't hear anything, but I'm not going to let this opportunity pass me by. My tape for Rent, by the way, was excellent. Like, I don't say that lightly. I love the character. I don't know, but it just started making... This is all happening on May the 1st and roundabout, but it really did inspire hope in me, which is the more important thing. But I guess everything happens for a reason. If I was meant to get Rent, I meant to. There's an extended version of the story. The email I sent to James actually never sent. I called him and followed him up about it. Didn't get pick up, but I mentioned my name in the voicemail. But of course, if my email hadn't sent, he wouldn't know who's calling or my name. So yeah, I just watched each of the cast videos, and it did make me feel a bit bittersweet, because obviously this is what I should be doing right now. But also, the musical's not opening until September 27th. Why did I say February? I don't know. I just love the musical so much, and it looks like such a good production, which obviously I will get the joy of watching, won't I? I don't know. It's a bit of a bummer. I know I'm going to be in that musical. I love it so much. I love that musical so much. And I know it. I know the musical like the back of my hand. I bet a lot of you knew I was going to do that then. Yeah. So that's just my thought. It's not a sadness. There's no sadness here. It's just kind of a impatient excitement. Ooh, what a nice word. Sorry, this shirt is bomb.com. I look good in red. I need to start buying more red clothes. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Sorry. No, it's the wrong way around. I'm going to just keep it. From now on, I'm just going to keep it. Just had some delicious dinner. My mum made kind of a garlic butter pasta with a burrata salad. So light on the lips. Lifetime on the lips. What a joy it is to be alive. Just feel that for a second. So yeah, I kind of glazed over this. It is the vocal selections. One, I just think that looks so cool. Like blue for Grease is a match. I think a lot of people go with pink. Hearing from you can make the day so much better. Getting a souvenir or maybe a letter. I really flipped over the grey cashmere sweater. Freddie, my love. Freddie, my love. Freddie, my love. Freddie, my love. I'm sorry, how cool is this picture of this Danny? That is so cool. I'm going to post this on Instagram now. Hello everyone, I've left my house. Guess where I'm going? The park. Yeah, I've just decided it's a non-negotiable to get my dogs out in nature once a day. Feeling good, which I know I say every vlog, but that's true. I think my life is completely transforming. Had a lovely time with Robbie this afternoon. Forsyth, it's a shame about my guitar, but it just wasn't meant to be. If the quickest it could get here is July 20th, and I want it sooner than that, then I'm going to have to... And eBay itself is presenting problems, getting second-hand guitars here, there and everywhere. I'm going to just have to work something out, aren't I? But I found the Grease vocal book, which I really wish I could translate into... I wish it was a guitar book, or maybe a piano, but it's okay. It'll do me well. I was thinking about this before then. Even just like singing the songs, looking at the musical notes, maybe that will like help something go in. Not in terms of like, oh, now I can just play guitar. No. But in terms of understanding the rhythm a bit more. Because I have a very, very basic understanding of music. I've obviously been in part of loads of musicals. Well, not obviously. Well, I was going to say, do you guys even know I went to drama school? Yeah, you do, because I mentioned it before with my friend Nia. Just relax, just be a bit still. I cannot wait to sit down in this park. It's going to be so good. Got my camera in my bag. I need to check where my Pull and Bear stuff is actually, because it's now too late, 2 days late. Another thought worthy of the vlog, which I am extending this introduction because I've kind of forgotten it. I've completely forgotten it. That's fucking annoying. Oh, no, there we go. It's just over the past few days, I've had some really nice encounters with people that are kind of passionate about their jobs and passionate about helping people. You've got the people at the Zippo that helped me with the Zippo in Manchester 2-3 days ago. The people at Forsyth that I've been to several times. I think there's another example that I'm forgetting as well. But yeah, it's just nice. I think the way humans are going to work and have jobs and careers and stuff is all going to shift, but the infrastructure which is useful will inevitably remain, because human beings, we have enough humans on this earth to fulfill the roles and the jobs that we need in all areas, all sectors, because they are passionate about it, and that is their passion. So it's important for people to be in those jobs at that place in Manchester, you know, the lighter place, who are experts in that field and genuinely enjoyed helping me. It's just lovely to see. It's lovely to witness and feel, and I think that's the world we're heading towards. Happy nearly midnight. I just had a bowl of cream and meringue handwritten myself. I had 2 meringues today, so I didn't put it on a biscuit because that would have been too much. Moderation. Listen to a lot of Grease again in the park. Staring at Venus a lot, but yeah, Grease. Jessie J's version of Grease, such a great song. Listening to it now, it is so timely. Conventionality belongs to yesterday. We start believing now that we could be who we are. Hello. If anyone wants to know what it's like in my mind, like my actual voice in my mind, I just kept almost dropping the biscuit tin. And I finally got it and put it in the way and walked away, and I thought to myself, yes, my motor skills do arrest when I'm high. My motor skills do arrest. What? I wouldn't say that. This video is for David Corrin Sweat. I wasn't going to make this video because I thought, maybe I'll just have to believe my word. I was thinking about Star Wars and how I'd love to be Darth Revan, and I'd want you to be Cartho Nassi. So if I ever become Darth Revan, you're becoming Cartho Nassi. I don't know what you know of me. Nothing, because I've not done anything yet. But you will. You're a good Superman. I said past tense there. I really hope it wasn't the case, but you should have merged Batman and Superman, I'm afraid. Oops, sorry. Hate to be that guy. We're going to be friends. Sorry, this could be a bit jarring, but you're intrigued. I'm going to smoke a bit of my spliff now. I just dropped it though. Do you know what a spliff is, David? It's a doobie. Or a joint. And I know you smoke weed, Mr. Juilliard. Who is that? Father Christmas? Hello, my pretties. It's 2:45 a.m. Oh, the delight I felt when I read that my universal credit meeting is not until 1 p.m. OMG. Thursday tomorrow, Heart Chakra Day. I've got a loose plan in my head, nothing wrote down. So it's all up in the air how it can go tomorrow. Yeah. But I think I'm just going to swim, go gym tomorrow. And then show in the evening. Oh, also, I wrote 505 words, I think it was, in just under 20 minutes. Which I think is very good, guys. It's just flowing out of me.